oysters on a beignet. Who did this? Starting our new snack quest in the Magic Kingdom, where 50th anniversary snacks have popped up. Disney said that new snacks and merchandise would appear throughout the 18-month celebration, so we are headed to get some of the newer items. Here at Sleepy Hollow, which is located in Liberty Square, this is where you can get your funnel cakes. This is where you can get that incredible waffle Nutella fruit sandwich in the mornings, or the sweet and spicy waffle chicken sandwich in the afternoons. But they also rolled out a very fun 50th treat that's perfect for you foolish mortals. Say hello to the Stretch Room Push Pop. Isn't it so cute? It's got a white chocolate decal of one of the Stretch Room portraits, and then it is a vanilla cake with graham cracker crumble and a caramel buttercream in there. Isn't that not adorable? Trying to not spill it everywhere. This is stressing me out. Okay. Well, that was all icing and graham cracker crumble, which is all over me now. Is it all over my face still? Probably. Let's do. Despite being incredibly difficult to eat, it's pretty delicious. The caramel buttercream is sweet, but it's offset with the graham cracker crumble, and then the cake is nice and moist and tasty as well. I wish there was more cake. The cake to frosting ratio is off. It's like 50-50, if not more frosting. And obviously it's falling all over me, but you get 2 layers of cake and frosting, and it's really cute for the mansion fans, but be warned, it's basically impossible to eat. Next up here in Magic Kingdom, I am headed to this one very specific cart here off Main Street, off the hub, right near the castle. This is the one, if you're looking at the castle, it would be on your left-hand side. And they have a brand new Main Street churro, which I'm very excited to try because historically Disney World churros are subpar, Disneyland churros are better, but could this new churro change the game? Here it is, the Main Street churro. So it's 2 churros dipped in chocolate sauce and then topped with caramel and pretzels. Sounds pretty good. Looks very messy. This looks very messy. Well, that bite just tastes like churro dipped in chocolate, which is not unusual. I gotta go from the other end, maybe. Get the pretzel. Here's the problem with Magic Kingdom churros. There's like an 80% chance it's gonna be stale. I don't know what they're doing in Disneyland, that their churros are always hot and fresh, but here in Walt Disney World, most likely it's gonna taste a little bit stale. And this one does. It's not the worst I've ever had, but it certainly doesn't taste warm and fresh. The chocolate sauce is fine. It feels like the same chocolate sauce that you dunk it into, are very similar. And then I do like caramel and I like pretzels, and I like the little bit of crunch and saltiness from the pretzel. I wish there was a little more of that, in fact. I almost wish it was just caramel and the pretzels. The chocolate's too messy for me, and I'm not a big fan. So if you like churros, this is an interesting take on a churro, but it's nothing so phenomenal. I feel like you should get it over just getting a churro. And if you don't like churros, this is not going to make you like churros. So it's messy, it's fun. You get 2 of them, so it's good shareable, but it's probably not going to be my fave. I do like these pretzels dipped in caramel, though. That could have been the snack. Headed into Adventureland now to get a new old snack. It's a returning fan favorite that's been missing for a very long time, and I'm so excited it returned very recently. And if you don't know already, you're going to be very excited. I just know it. Also, y'all, please mobile order. Look at this long line to buy a treat, and I mobile ordered, and I'm just going to come right over here and pick it up without any wait. Do you know what it is? Orangebird, you know what it is. It is my distinct honor and privilege to share that the iconic Citrus Swirl is finally home at Sunshine Tree Terrace here in Magic Kingdom. This is the OG frozen treat. Before there was Dole Whip, there was Citrus Swirl. It's frozen orange juice, not to be confused with orange Dole Whip, plus vanilla swirled together. My guy Orangebird's eating his right there. This is the original sweet treat, like I said, from Magic Kingdom. This existed before Dole Whip. It was made to promote, it was a partnership between Disney and the state of Florida to promote Walt Disney World. That's where our little guy Orangebird comes from. And this treat disappeared off the menu, and it's been gone for months months, and I'm so excited it's back. So it's not technically a new snack, but you know I couldn't resist getting one for this video. Cheers! It is so darn good. Some say better than Dole Whip. I might be some. Better than pineapple Dole Whip? I think so. It's not super sweet because the orange juice is a little bit tart because it's just real orange juice frozen, and then it's balanced with the sweetness of the vanilla. I like it more than an OG pineapple Dole Whip. If you stand with me and that this is the superior treat, in the comments, let me know. But it is truly one of the most iconic and historical treats you can get in Disney World, and I'm glad it's back. And it's only here at Sunshine Tree Terrace. Go ahead, mobile order yourself a citrus swirl. Eat history, that's what I say. Jumbo friends from Disney's Animal Kingdom. This is our next stop on our new snacks adventure. There's several new options, new cupcakes, new savory treats. We're gonna go pick up a couple of them around my favorite park. First stop, Kusafiri Coffee Shop and Bakery. This is a little walk-up window in Harambe, which is the Africa section of this park. They've upgraded their list. Now, they've always done some breakfast items. You can usually get a cinnamon roll here as well as some other pastries in the morning, but they have upped the ante when it comes to their savory dishes for lunch and dinner. They've added spiced potato ham pies as well as a couple of flatbreads. So we're gonna give one of these a go for a unique lunch option here in Animal Kingdom. This is the marinated pork flatbread. So it's marinated pork, it's got a cucumber tomato salad, a harissa aioli, greens, and it's served with these house-made chips. I also asked for a side of the tahini sauce that comes on the chicken version of this dish. But I'm excited. This looks fresh and tasty and maybe like a good lighter option here in Animal Kingdom. One thing I will say, I'm kind of just standing in the corner here. I don't mind standing, but there's not a lot of tables around here. You'd probably have to go over to Harambe Market on the other side of Africa to get a table, so keep that in mind. Well, she's a messy one, I'll tell you that, but oh my god, that's fantastic. Those are excellent. I'm gonna dip it in this little sauce. Wow. Okay, first of all, the pita is warm, which I love. The pork is so tender and flavorful. It's not super hot, but it is spicy, and by that I mean there's a lot of really delicious spice. You've got that harissa aioli on there. You can taste chili and garlic and oh my gosh, this is so good. Plus the freshness from the greens and the cucumber tomato relish is really nice and balancing out the warm marinated meat and the warm pita. This is excellent. Like, as good as the bowls over at Satuli Canteen, excellent. If you haven't had a lot of African cuisine or aren't familiar with these spices, I would liken it to like Mediterranean cuisine, this particular dish, because you're getting that burst of tomato and red onion and cucumber, which I love, which is what's making this dish for me. I can't wait to try the chicken one at some point as well, but this pork one is excellent. There's a little bit of heat in the pork, but not something overwhelming at all. My complaint about it is that it's messy, but it's very filling, especially for the cost. I think if you cut it and ate it with a fork and knife, you could probably share it if you wanted to treat this as more of a snack. Or you could absolutely eat this as one person as a meal. A+. My other complaint, Animal Kingdom didn't need this. Animal Kingdom already has bomb food at Satuli Canteen, at Harambe Market, Flame Tree Barbecue. Like, there's already really good food in this park. It didn't need more good food, but now you have some. And I will say there's not a line there, and it's a very busy day, and there's lines everywhere else. So this may be kind of like an under-the-radar place you can go if you don't want to wait a long line. Next up, we're scooting into Zuri Sweet Shop. This is the bakery case here in Animal Kingdom, where you can get your Rice Krispie treats and your caramel apples and your cookies and things like that at the confectionery at Magic Kingdom. But you can also mobile order it, so you can avoid this very long line and mobile order whatever it is you'd like. So we are picking up a new treat that's made its way into the bakery cases, both here and other parks. All right, so my mobile order was all ready to go, and it's this gigantic new specialty Rice Krispie treat. This is the S'mores Rice Krispie treat. So it's a s'mores flavored Rice Krispie treat, and then it's topped with cinnamon toast crunch and marshmallows and chocolate. There's also a strawberry one that's topped with frosted flakes. I've heard mixed reviews about this, but I love s'mores and Rice Krispie treats, so how bad can it be? This is delicious. Almost. It's almost perfect. The cereal's a little Like, it's not quite stale, but it's on its way. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch on top. The actual s'more part is great. It just tastes like a cinnamony Rice Krispie treat. But whenever you get the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, it's a little on the staler side. I'm liking it less the more I eat it. It's good flavors. I feel like your kids are gonna like it. I literally can't decide how I feel about this. Let me know if you try it and how yours is. Made it to Port Orleans French Quarter. This is where you can get those famous Mickey Beignets. You know I'm obsessed with them. This is the only place you can get them in Walt Disney World. And they've added some new unique twists on Mickey Beignets for this year. I'm a little nervous about one of them. I'm a little excited about the other one, but I'm mostly thrilled to eat a Mickey Beignet. While Scat Cat's Club Cafe in here is normally where I stop for Mickey Beignets, this is basically just a walk-up counter where you can get a variety of different beignets, including their seasonal beignets and coffee. We are headed today into Scat Cat's Club, which is the lounge open in the evenings only. Scat Cat's Club is awesome, and if you're looking for some nightlife in Disney World, this is a great place to come because it's like a New Orleans jazz club, and they actually have live music in here, as well as great cocktails and light bites, which is exactly why we're here. I apologize, the lighting is wonky in here, but y'all are gonna scream when I show you these dishes from Scat Cat's. Now, we are in Port Orleans French Quarter. This is home of the legendary Mickey Beignet, and they're taking it to new, possibly terrible heights with these ones. First up, we have the Scat Cat Beignet. So you get your classic 3 Mickey Beignets. These are one of my #1 favorite snacks in all of Disney World, but you are pairing them now with pimento cheese, red pepper jelly, and green goddess dressing. So it's 3 savory southern dips with 3 Mickey Beignets. Interesting. I like all these things a lot. I love pimento cheese. I love pepper jelly. My aunt makes the best in the world. But is it going to be good with the beignet? And then this is something. This is the oyster beignet po' boy, and I'm scared. It's Mickey-shaped beignets as your bun, and then it's got fried oysters, lettuce, tomato, Cajun remoulade, house-made pickles, and potato chips. So it's an oyster po' boy, but your bun's a beignet. I've had a burger on a donut before, so I guess that's what we're doing. All right, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go first. You know what? I'm gonna put all of them on it at once, and then we'll go one by one. Here we go. I need to clutch my pearls. These are amazing. Why does this work? The strongest flavor I would say was the pepper jelly or the pimento cheese, but the little bit of sweetness and doughiness from the beignet actually worked. I'm very confused. This time I'm just doing pimento cheese. I am shocked. Pimento cheese is literally one of my favorite foods. Beignets are one of my favorite foods. Pepper jelly, like, I did not think this was gonna work. I would say the one that works the least is the green goddess, which is maybe not surprising. The green goddess is a little too herbaceous with the beignet, so it's fighting the sweetness. Whereas there's a little bit of a natural sweetness in pepper jelly already, so that works really well. And then pimento cheese is, I guess, mild enough. It's not a super, this isn't super strong pimento cheese. I know there's some pimento cheese that has like jalapenos and stuff in it, A+, but that's not what this is. I love it. I think it works. I think it's great. I think you gotta get Mickey Beignets if you come here. I know a lot of people come here just for Mickey Beignets, like on their trip. They're not even staying here, and I salute you. I think if you've never had a Mickey Beignet, get the classic. They're much more powdered sugarier than this. I think that's also why it's working, because if you get them over in the cafe, they are like covered in powdered sugar and they're way sweeter. This is mostly just the dough with a little sprinkling of powdered sugar, but somehow that works, and it's awesome. Now fish on a beignet. I cut it in half. You may know I don't love raw oysters, but I do like grilled oysters, kind of, and I love things that are fried. So that mostly just tasted like fried, so now I'm eating like more of an oyster. It's the consistency. It's the consistency. It tastes fine. Now that it's fried, it tastes like just fried. There's not a lot of taste to it, but for me it's the consistency, which I think is what most people don't like about oysters. It's actually not bad. My main complaint is that it's really messy. It's not holding up well. The beignet is not holding up well to all of this sauce and the topping, but the sauce in the Cajun remoulade is actually very good. The pickles are delicious. They're house made, and I like the flavor of the Cajun remoulade a lot. The fried oyster is crispy and nice and complements the soft beignet really well. I think the slight sweetness from the beignet, again, this one's not covered in powdered sugar like if you got it over there, is working really well. For me, personally, I'd rather be a shrimp po' boy just because I like fried shrimp more than fried oysters. This is not bad. I think messiness is the biggest problem. I think if you like fried oysters, this is fun. Give it a shot. Get yourself some classic beignets as well. So I think both of these are a win, but for me, I am shockingly obsessed with the one with the dips. Ooh, a little heat from the Cajun remoulade just hit. Yeah, this is full of flavor. It's a really fun sandwich, and somehow fried seafood on a beignet works. Congrats, Port Orleans. Made it to Disney Springs on our adventure, where we've not only got a new snack to try, but there's a whole new Dole Whip restaurant. Can you believe it? Well, Dole Whip snack stand. Right here used to be Aristo Crepes, where they'd serve bubble waffles, and now it's Swirls on the Water, which is a Dole Whip stand. But if you're looking for bubble waffles, don't worry, they've moved to Marketplace Snacks, which used to be the Dole Whip stand. Are you confused yet? Anyway, Swirls on the Water has an all-new menu, including some unusual flavors like cookie dough, as well as a Dole Whip Flight, boozy Dole Whips, Dole Whip nachos, and more. So obviously we're here to check it out. All right, here are my very, very melty treats. I got the Dole Whip Flight. So this is habanero soft serve and lime Dole Whip. Whenever it's soft serve, it does have dairy in it. Whenever it's Dole Whip, it's plant-based. So that's, again, habanero soft serve, lime Dole Whip. This is pineapple vanilla, pineapple Dole Whip, vanilla soft serve. And this is lemon blue cookie dough, lemon Dole Whip, blue cookie dough, soft serve. And then they said you can mix it up. These are how it comes, but if you wanted just lime, just pineapple, just lemon, like just a Dole Whip Flight, you could do that. You can also get a cup of any flavor you want. And when I found out I could get a cup of just habanero soft serve, I had to do it. I had to try it on its own. It's melting super fast, so let's get into this. Okay, I gotta try the habanero on its own first, because this is just wild. It's so melty! What? It's spicy ice cream. Legitimately hot. What am I tasting? It's legitimately hot. It tastes like really nice, like vanilla soft serve, and then all of a sudden it punches you in the back of the throat, and it's actually spicy. I'm perplexed, but I like it. But if you don't like spicy, you will not like it. And I'm just shocked it's actually hot. I'm confused. Like, that's legitimately spicier than food I ate during the spicy food challenge. This is wild. Now, I like it, because I like hot food. But let's see if it's better in the flight here. Now it's got the lime Dole Whip, which is one of my faves. And it's got tahini on it. So let's see if this is better. That is excellent. Oh my goodness, that's my new Dole Whip. Y'all know the coconut's my flavor, but the lemon and lime are close behind it because I love how tart and refreshing they are. So this is a really nice balance of that little bit of heat from the habanero is balanced really nicely with the lime. That could be a treat I get on the reg. I wish that was in a park. That is nice. Now pineapple vanilla, which is gonna feel lackluster and boring because we've had pineapple vanilla for ages, but you know, you can't beat a classic. It's a classic for a reason. A lot of people love a pineapple vanilla swirl. I personally prefer the coconut pineapple swirl if you're gonna swirl pineapple. Did it taste like a pina colada? So this is not one I'd get again at this place because you can get this lots of places, but it's, again, a classic. And now, my biggest fear, lemon cookie dough. I don't know why the cookie dough's blue, but she did say it will stain your teeth. And if you know me, you know I hate food that stains your mouth different colors. Why does it have to be blue? No. The lemon's A+. Lemon is again one of my favorite flavors. I'd say I like lemon a little more than lime. You can get it at Magic Kingdom Storybook Treats right now. I don't care for this cookie dough. It does taste like cookie dough. So it kind of tastes like chocolate chip cookie dough somehow, but with lemon. This isn't working for me, but other people don't mind it. I'm certainly never ordering this one again because it's going to turn my mouth blue and I don't like it as much, but I'm absolutely giving the win to this habanero lime one. Oh my goodness, that might be the best new thing we're eating in this whole video. Dole Whip isn't the only new resident on the block here at Disney Springs. There's also a brand new food truck at the food truck park. This is called Local Green Orlando. Hi! So excited about this because it originated in Atlanta and I'm from Atlanta. So Local Green Atlanta was designed to bring fresh food to underserved communities in Atlanta, and now they are here as well. Their menu is geared towards healthy food. They have a lot of plant-based options, a lot of pescatarian options, so I'm excited to give a few items here a whirl as well. Here is my haul from Local Green. I went based on what the owners recommended. And this is the Monstra Burger. It's a jumbo shrimp burger with house-made slaw, sliced tomatoes, and a sriracha mayo. It looks fantastic. We also have here the Badu Wrap. This is a vegan spinach tortilla. It's got kale, quinoa, red onions, tomato, nutritional yeast, and kale dressing. They say it's locally sourced, so it looks fresh and delish. And then last but not least, we've got the air fries right here, which also look tasty. So this could be a new hotspot if you are looking for something plant-based or a little bit healthier. My immediate reaction is that it's very salty. The shrimp, I ate a shrimp on its own, seems to be over-salted, and I really like cooked shrimp. These are pan-seared jumbo shrimp, and they're good, fat, juicy shrimp, but they're a little salty. However, I really like the house-made coleslaw and the sriracha aioli on here, the little sweetness and brightness from the tomato as well. I also wish the bun was toasted. It's a really good, nice brioche bun, but it's not toasted, and I wish it was. If it was a little less salty, toasted brioche bun, I'd recommend it higher, but it's a little bit of a miss for me, but that might be just them getting used to a new restaurant. But I do think you can get better shrimp and seafood in Disney Springs, particularly over at the Boathouse, which I know is more expensive. It's a signature restaurant, so if you're looking for something seafood and quick, this is a good option. Just a little salty, like I said. But now I'm going to try this wrap. The wrap is quite good. I think it definitely is a target audience. I don't know, most people are going to come get a vegan vegetable wrap when they're in Disney World. I think most people like a lot more indulgent things when you're on vacation, but this is very good. The produce is all really fresh and crisp. You can taste that, especially in the kale. Quinoa blend is really nice, and it's a nice, like, almost sweeter dressing. I wish it was a little citrusy, but I would definitely pick this over the sandwich if I were coming back to Local Green. I think if you're a plant-based eater or just someone looking for something lighter, healthier, this is a good option. And last but not least, fries. Ooh, however they've seasoned these fries. These are awesome. They almost taste like Arby's curly fries, but they're not curly. They're soupy, crispy, crunchy. They have a lot of good flavor to them. These fries are a hit. Oof, it is windy. I'm sorry if my audio is a little funky right now, but we have made it to Epcot on our new treat culinary adventure, where two fan favorite countries in World Showcase have debuted some delicious eats. Speaking of new food at Epcot, they've made a lot of progress on Connections Cafe, which is the quick service restaurant replacing Electric Umbrella. May it rest in pieces. It's going to be where the Starbucks is. They also just released some of the menu items that are going to be on there. There's a burger with brie on it, some new cocktails, like a Thai basil cocktail. The menu looks very good, but I'm going to drop a hot take. We didn't need that here. You know how much good food is at Epcot? Is it not time to give Sunny Eclipse food worthy of his talent? If any park needs a whole makeover on a menu, it's Magic Kingdom, because they have the worst quick service of all. Epcot is full of delicious treats throughout the countries and the festivals. So I think Magic Kingdom should get a new quick service. But I'll be at Connections as soon as possible, eating and reviewing everything I can. Guten Tag. We have made it to Germany for our first, not one, but two treats. One of them, we are headed into the Caramel Kitchen, which is sponsored by Werther's, to get an item that has existed before, but it used to only exist around the holidays, so many people probably haven't tried it, and now it's on the menu all the time, and it may be the best thing in the caramel shop. Friendly reminder, you can mobile order at the caramel shop now, and this is where you can get that incredibly delicious caramel corn, the butter bars, which, by the way, some of the treats here are now available in bakery cases not here at Epcot. We've seen them over at Zuri's in Animal Kingdom. We've seen them at Big Top in Magic Kingdom. So you may be able to get caramel treats like the butter bar and the popcorn, the classic ones, without coming into Epcot. But this treat, you're going to have to come in here. This cookie is so soft, I'm afraid it's going to break in my hand, but this is a gingerbread salted caramel sandwich cookie. So it's soft gingerbread cookies with a caramel buttercream in there and then a fresh caramel drizzle. OMG. I love cookies. They're probably my favorite form of dessert as far as like the basic forms go. You know, like cookies, ice cream, pie, cake. I'm a cookie kind of gal. I need a minute. Imagine, if you will, the most amazingly soft, moist, and delicious ginger snap of all time, and then put decadent caramel buttercream in the middle. That's very, very sweet, but not super sugary sweet, if that makes sense. Like it tastes very authentic and delicious, and not gritty like Sprinkles cupcake frosting. And then you've got that fabulous molasses flavor in the cookie. The cookie itself is not super sweet. It's got that real ginger and molasses flavor, so it's balancing the sweet buttercream. This is so good. This is better than the carrot cake cookie. This is better than the Wookiee cookie. Those are over at Studios. This is the best sandwich cookie in Disney World, I would say. Very shareable because it's a big cookie and it's very rich with that buttercream, but it's more unique. It's just delicious. This is a top contender for the best thing on this video. If you're in the caramel shop, popcorn's probably the OG, you know, the one you want to try. There's lots of good stuff in there, but this is a winner. For our next snack in Germany, we are headed to Summerfest. This is the quick service restaurant, little walk-up stand in the back of the pavilion. A lot of people don't even realize it's here, but this is where you can get your bratwurst and a couple of beers to go. You can also mobile order it, so if you are trying to get beer in Germany, mobile order it from here as opposed to waiting in the long beer cart lines out there. But they added a new dessert, and I'm very excited to try. This is the pretzel bread pudding. It's made with the same Bavarian pretzels they serve in the pavilion here, and then topped with vanilla cream and caramel. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this exists. This is dreams coming true, people. Also, do you say caramel or caramel? Please comment below. Look at this. I love bread pudding. You know how I feel about the bread pudding at Ohana. The bread pudding at Raglan Road is very good. The bread pudding at House of Blues is very good. Will this enter the great bread pudding conversation of Walt Disney World? I thought I needed a minute with the cookie. This is, oh my gosh, what culinary wizard in the back of Epcot here was like, you know what we should do? People love pretzels. Just make a treat out of it. Oh my gosh, this is good. Wow. This is something special, yo. Wow. It's very good bread pudding. It's got a little bit of the salty flavor of the pretzel, but it mostly tastes like delicious caramel and vanilla. But it's not, I mean, it's definitely a sweet, decadent treat, but it's balanced well because it's got the pretzel dough. It is doughy. It's a little bit salty, mostly sweet with the caramel. You could definitely share this. It's a pretty decent portion. Wow. This is a game changer. Wow. It might be the best day ever that I get to go to Leal, the bakery in France here in Epcot, for a brand new treat. You may know this is my favorite quick service in all of Epcot, maybe my favorite quick service in all of Walt Disney World, and they brought out a new dessert that I'm so excited to try. Leal is famous for having incredible French pastries, both sweet and savory. They do sandwiches. They freshly make the baguettes every day. They have a cheese board. It is just the absolute best. I make a trip here almost every time I come to Epcot if I can swing it. It's been my favorite since it was a much smaller restaurant over where the ice cream shop is now. Here is the new pastry from Leal. It is this fabulous looking pastry, like a croissant almost, but it's got an apple crumble and walnuts on the inside. So it's kind of like they took an apple pie and shoved it to a croissant. Yeah. The cast member, Josh. Wait, let me tell you a great story about this cast member. A prince he is. When Duckfist and I went to see The Return of Festival of Fantasy, there was a photo pass, cast members like walking up and down the parade route before the parade, and they had these signs that they have these all the time, and they'll say like, there'll be like a big printout of the I'm celebrating button or like Disney World hooray or something, but there was one photographer had this sign that said Festival of Fantasy on it, and I wanted a picture with that sign. Duckfist and I really wanted a picture holding that sign, and that cast member was on the other side of the street, and we kept trying to like, excuse me, hi, excuse me, and he kept staying on that side of the street, and like the sweet cast member with like the I'm celebrating button one came up, and we were like, okay, and like took it, but like we kept just trying to politely wave at the one that had the Festival Fantasy specific sign, and this sweet man across the street from us took his picture with it and pointed and goes, I think they want a picture with you, and he like sent the cast member over to us. So Douglas and I took this really cute picture with the sign before we watched the first parade return, and apparently that was Josh, the cast member that just helped me here at Leal, and he was like, hi, I know this is weird, but I remember you, was across from you, and I was like, oh, you're the one who got the picture for us. Anyway, he's a prince. Thank you, Josh. Josh told me, it was just like one of those small world moments, and I thought it was sweet, so I shared my story. Sorry if you didn't care about it, but I thought it was nice. Anyway, here's my pastry. Josh told me to get it heated up, and he gave me a knowing look. He was like, do you want it warm? And I was like, apparently I do. So. That is a tasty treat, I can't lie to you. Of course, the pastry itself is perfect. It's flaky, it's buttery, it tastes like a croissant. A croissant, if I was going to be French about it. And then it's got this delicious apple crumble. It does have walnuts in it, so if you have allergies to nuts, that's a no-go. It tastes like apple pie filling, but less sweet. Inside this buttery, delicious croissant. Do I like it more than the bread pudding in Germany? I do not. Is it delicious and you should try it? If you like apples, why not? I still love the strawberry tart here, and I absolutely think you should come here. This would be a fabulous breakfast if you wanted a sweet breakfast. So once again, France is the best when it comes to food in this park. Hooray for Hollywood and their new snacks. We've got 4 delicious treats to try here in Hollywood Studios, so let's get to it. Making my first stop at the ABC Commissary. This is that quick service kind of between the Chinese Theater and Star Tours, which revamped their menu when they reopened from the closure, and it's done some good things. But they've got a couple new desserts here, and I'm gonna try one that looks phenomenal. ABC Commissary has shrimp tacos, pork tacos. They've got this buffalo grilled cheese that I'm obsessed with. A couple salads. They've really done a nice job revamping their menu, and they recently rolled out 2 new desserts. There's a tropical fruit tart and a mint chocolate chip cheesecake, and I had to try this cheesecake because I like mint chocolate, I like cheesecake. Will they be good together? Here she is, the mint chocolate chip cheesecake. It's chocolate cheesecake with a dark chocolate ganache and then whipped mint chip cream. I really like mint chocolate chip ice cream, so let's hope this is good. Looks like nice and creamy cheesecake. Whoa. That's pretty darn good. Normally I say quick service desserts, you can skip them and get something out in the park. I would certainly pick this over a cupcake. I don't know if I'd pick it over some of the phenomenal cookies out in the parks, like the Wookiee cookie or the carrot cake cookie or the Num Num cookie. But this is very good. It's not super minty. The mint is in the foam, which is really good. I would eat a whole bowl of this very light and fluffy mint whipped cream, but it's mostly chocolate. It's rich, but the mint's cutting it a little bit. I like it. This is pretty good. It's not as good as some of the stuff I've had. It's not as good as like that pretzel bread pudding, but it's very good for a quick service dessert. And if you like mint, you may want to give it a try. Maybe you and this cake are meant to be. Hey, howdy, hey, and welcome to Toy Story Land, where there's a new lunchbox tart at Woody's Lunchbox. Woody's Lunchbox is the cute little quick service here in Toy Story Land. This is where you get the famous tachos, as well as grilled cheese, grilled brisket melt, and the Lunchbox tarts, which are kind of like gourmet Pop-Tarts, and there's a new special one right now. Say hello to the new seasonal chocolate, banana, peanut butter fudge. My personal favorite is the lemon blueberry. I also like the apple cinnamon at Christmas. I don't love artificial banana flavor, but I do like peanut butter and fudge, and I like peanut butter on bananas, so TBD. That's pretty good. I'm not getting a ton of banana, and the banana I'm getting tastes natural. It doesn't taste like a banana run, which is what I was afraid of. It tastes like a smoothie. Or maybe I'm the only person that puts peanut butter and bananas in their smoothies. It's very good. I'm surprised. As always, buttery, flaky crust, delish. I gotta say, lemon blueberry is still my favorite, but this one's up there. If you like peanut butter, which I think is the strongest of the three flavors, give it a whirl. As if I needed an excuse to come into the Trolley Car Cafe, which is the Starbucks here in Hollywood Studios, they actually dropped a new Butterfinger-inspired treat, and this may be the one I'm most excited about in this whole park. Say hello to the chocolate-covered apple, but as you can see, it's also got Butterfinger pieces on it and marshmallow ears. Unfortunately, they still can't cut it up for you, so you just have to... Oh yeah, this is phenomenal. I have missed a caramel or candied apple in this park ever since they took away sweet spells. There's no bakery case in this park besides Starbucks. It's a nice Granny Smith apple, which is a little bit tart to help balance the chocolate. The Butterfinger adds a little bit of a flavor. I actually wish there was more Butterfinger. I wish Butterfinger was over the whole thing because I like the kind of peanut buttery chewiness of Butterfinger. I'm not real big into marshmallows, so these ears are not a bonus for me, but if you are, they're like a bonus little treat. My favorite is the one with the caramel and the peanuts, but this is very good. Pretty simple as far as flavors go. Yes. And last but certainly not least, here in Hollywood Studios, we're making a stop at Hollywood Scoops. This is the ice cream shop at the end of Sunset Boulevard by the Tower of Terror, where you can get hand-scooped ice cream, and they've got a new specialty shake. Hollywood Scoops loves a fun shake, and this is their new one. It's the orange and vanilla shake. So the milkshake itself is orange and vanilla, and then it's topped with a little orange cake right there and whipped cream, white chocolate on the rim that's been dyed orange. Looks tasty. Okay. To be fair, your girl loves orange soda. She loves a creamsicle, like an orange cream soda, you know what I'm talking about? That's what it tastes like. It's obviously sweet because it's milkshake, but it's not as rich and sweet as some other flavors. It's not as cloyingly sweet or artificially sweet as other flavors. This is gonna be a weird call out, but I know someone in the comments will know what I'm talking about. I'm from Atlanta, and in Atlanta there's a fast food place called the Varsity, and there's a frozen orange at the Varsity that they call an FO. That's what this tastes like to me. And if you know what I'm talking about, please let me know. It's like, I think the first drive-in in the country. It's definitely the first drive-in in Atlanta. It's like a very old school drive-in restaurant. Let me try the cake now. The cake's fine. It's a nice little orange cake. It's moist. It's a good little bundt cake. But for me, the milkshake's the winner. I don't know if I'd get this over some of the other treats we've had or other staple treats in this park. But if you like orange especially and you're looking on a hot day for a cold treat, it's pretty tasty.
Alright, 10 flight, 6 until 10:96.
Did I already film the Animal Kingdom section of this video? Yes. Have I already been to 2 other parks today? Yes. Did a new treat I had to try immediately drop this morning? Also yes. Let's go get it. Thank you. I have never in my life been so excited to eat something. This is the new cold brew float from Dinobites here in Dinoland, where you have your choice of Joffrey's French roast or, not on the sign, but I asked, Joffrey's shaken Jamaican cold brew with ice cream. Are you kidding me right now? Is it weird if I cry? Not only does that mean they're selling Joffrey's coffee here now, again, French roast or shaky Jamaican, which is my favorite cold brew of all time. I get it black normally, even though you can add caramel or vanilla syrup here if you'd like to. I get it black because it's got hints of caramel already in it. It's got hints of coconut. It is my favorite coffee. I drink an unseen amount of them every week. And you can add ice cream to it. I might cry. It's perfect. It's creamy. It's a little sweeter because the ice cream is definitely more of a treat than just getting a coffee, but it still tastes like my beloved Shake of Jamaican. No wonder Animal Kingdom's my favorite. And if these treats look good to you, don't worry about remembering them all. We've got a list for you. Just head to this website, sign up for a free newsletter, and that list will come straight to your inbox so you're ready to snack. That's a wrap on some of the best new snacks in Disney World. Love that bread pudding. Love the return of Citrus Swirl. We'll probably skip seafood on a beignet in the future. Let me know which one looks the best down in the comments. In the meantime, friends, go watch my guide to Flower and Garden. I'm Molly. It's been magical and delicious.